Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you already know we are buying stocks and we are adding assets to the portfolio. Pretty good day today. Looks like we're up 1.64%, up $258. But not too worried. We are here to buy assets. We are here to add some income to our portfolio, and we're going to actually do a little bit of extra purchasing this week. I deposited $200. Going to do about $150 today, and then see if we have any other opportunities throughout the week. We have some ex-dividend dates that are coming up, and we have some stocks that we want to add to. Last week we gave VTI, VYM, SCHD, and JEPQ a little bit of love, and then this week we are going to sprinkle it through some other stocks. So let's take a look at it. Let's buy some assets, and let's look at our dividends first because we got paid this week and last week, right? So for the month of January, we started out with JEPI as always. We did $5.68 in dividends there. QQQY, $8.85. JEPQ, $8.46. BITO, $5.94. APLY, $4.40. CONY, $22.01. OARK, $13.92. TSLY, $24.47. FBY, $9.41. And geez, man, these just keeps trickling in. $10.99 for AMZY, $3.37 for GOOY, NVDY at $42.62, SQY at $4.78. Main O Stag, another $6 there, and then PSEC $2.52. And my gosh, the paychecks are coming in. We did not do a single bit of work for it. And that's the best part about dividend investing. That's what's so motivating, seeing all this money come in, and we didn't have to do any work for it. It keeps increasing each and every single month. We are getting closer and closer to our $250 a month dividend goal, and then the sky's the limit from there. So those are the dividends. That's the proof. We'll go over it at the end, but we have some buying power available, and not trading a whole lot of options on the account. Has some TSL open calls that may be filled at a really, really safe delta. And then we have $40 that we made on the Riot put. Riot's gone absolutely parabolic. So that's a nice play and an extra $40 that we will add to the account. We do have some BCH in here. The reason why I bought this because I was thinking about transferring from my main brokerages over to this account, which is my wife's brokerage, and wanted to do it through Bitcoin Cash. So I might end up transferring a couple grand there because it is really annoying. In order to transfer from my Robinhood to her Robinhood, I've got to withdraw it. It's got to clear in the bank. Then I've got to put it into this account. So I might go the crypto route just because it's a little bit faster. So stay tuned for that. But what are we adding to today? We got a lot of stocks that are up. We have some stocks that are down. We have some news that came out on TSLY, which we are down on pretty big. We're down $400 on TSLY. But we just keep letting this rip. But this is going to have a reverse split. It's only 2.6% of the portfolio, so I'm not too worried about it. And we have got a lot of dividends, so it says we're down $400. But just to be clear, when you come in here and you look at the actual dividends and you see, hundreds of dollars worth of dividends, I mean, just right there in that screenshot, it's over $150 worth of dividends, even some more there. So probably around $200 worth of dividends. So we're probably down about 200 on the position, but Tesla in itself has gotten actually beat. So it makes sense. So not too worried about that. Not adding a whole lot to them, but just kind of letting them rip. And this one, same thing. They're all like 2.5% for the biggest. And then NVDY is actually killing it. And this one's 3.69% of the account. And this one has some crazy dividends too. I think we had like a 40-something dollar dividend on NVDY. Yeah, $42 dividend. So that one's killing it. I think overall, I'm about break even on all the yield max funds, but they're just there purely in this account for income. I might consolidate it. We've talked about it before. I might consolidate it later, but for now, I am happy with where we're at. BITO absolutely still in the show. Bitcoin's above 51,000. So this one has been increasing. So 2% of the portfolio, we're up 17% on that position. Probably going to continue to increase that, and we're going to do it today. So first things first, I want to get some purchases in, so let's do it. Glad we are up just a little bit on this one. We are up 1.95%, 2.39% of the portfolio, and we have an ex-dividend day coming up on the 20th, so I want to make sure I buy myself a little bit of Glad. So we're going to do in dollars, the usual, and we're going to do $25 worth of Glad, buying us 2.48 shares. Again, we're a little up on the position, so we're going to be averaging up, but it's going to continue to bring us some more income. So 51.76 shares and 2.5% of the portfolio as of right now. The portfolio percentages are off a little bit because we were assigned some TSLL. Just keep that in mind. But they will be flattened out eventually. So that's glad. That's our first purchase of the day. Next one we are going to do is SPHD. Last week we added to SCHD. This week we are adding to SPHD, a nice monthly dividend payer. And we're basically break even on this one. So we're going to add another 25 here. Buys us 0.6 shares. May tick up the overall percentage of the portfolio just a little bit. But for the most part, I like where we're at sitting on SPHD. Next one on my list is Devo. We still have till the 28th for the ex-dividend date on this one, but I do want to give it a little bit of love. Let's see if I can get, there we go, DIVO. And we are going to come in here. We're going to buy $25 worth of that. It's going to buy us 0.67 shares. And it ups our income for next month. And we are sitting at 3.77% of the portfolio in Devo as of right now. The last ones I am going to do are going to be, one, I want to average down a little bit on QQQY, if I can find it here. There it is. We're down just a tiny bit here. Only 0.9% of the portfolio. I have been liking the dividends that come in on this. And we are down 4.5% on this. So just kind of buy a little bit here. Still just kind of checking out how I like this fund. But right there, that's $100 we just deposited, or $100 we just spent. We bought $1.45 shares on this one. Got ourselves just above 1% of the portfolio diversity. And we'll see how this one goes. I've actually really liked the dividends on this one. Obviously, it says we're down, but if you go here and you look at the dividends, we, $8, $5, $6, we're obviously not down overall. But yeah, we're just going to see how this one goes. So there's another 25 there. And then I want to do a little bit of Bitcoin play, right? So we talked about BITU. I know I'm up on it. Don't really care. Again, I never really care about my average cost. I just keep buying stocks each and every single week. I'm looking more of a 30, 40 year play. So really, I don't care about the stock price right now. One share added there. That's going to buy us some more income. Let me see exactly. I was looking at that dividend. What did it pay per share? So we just bought ourselves at least, roughly 35 cents worth of dividends. Just in that one purchase alone. And that's monthly, right? So there's BITO. And then another one I want to add to, CONY. I'm going to add a little bit here, 25. Nothing crazy. We're going to buy ourselves another share there. These are just more of like my Bitcoin plays. And it's small percentages. I get 2.5% of the portfolio, $500. And this one pays pretty nice as well too. So not too bad. So just like that, we added 150 to the account. We bought ourselves some dividends. We bought ourselves some income. The account is sitting at $16,100. And I want to give a look at our dividend spreadsheet, right? So let's come in here and you can see here. So I've input the information here and we are at $182.37. Last month we hit 204.40. I think this month, honestly, I think we're going to get really, really close. We might not hit the 200, but it could be close. So if you look at Devo, last month was 303. SPHD was 293. So we can expect another $5 there. So that puts us at 187. We're not going to get SHD or VTI. Those are, but we will get Glad. So Glad will be another $4. So that puts us into the 190 range. The only thing, we already got BITO. So that's probably where we're going to be sitting at, just right under 200, which isn't too bad. The next goal we want to beat is going to be this December at the 192.88, because that has all the quarterly dividend pairs, right? So last quarter we got paid $33.46 on SHD, $6.42 on VTI, and VYM we got 35 cents. I want to say no, I don't think we got VYM. That was brand new, so no payments there. I do think we're going to have a lot of payments that are going to be coming in. SHD, obviously, we've upped the ante there, so we should be getting paid more there. And, it's going to be close. I think we could probably get close to the 250 mark because we know we're going to get at least $35 from SCHD, which will push us over the 200 mark right there. And then we know we're going to get VYM and VTI, and I'm going to say those two together are probably going to give us another $10. So it's going to be close, but we're above 200, and that's the goal. What I really like to focus on, and as you can see here, is what we're doing here, right? Our comparison month over month. Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we staying the same? And how are we doing in comparison to last year? Obviously, this account was brand new at 0 last year, and so we don't have much we have to beat in these early months. But we do know, whoops, I think I just moved that somehow. But we do know that we want to continue off of this September, October, November rally, right? We want to just keep building off of those, and we do continue to build off them. So that's where we're at for the week. Those are the stocks we're buying this week. I'm always looking at the ex-dividend dates coming up to make sure I get some purchases in before. I'm dollar cost averaging into the assets that I want to continue to own. And just as a reminder, my favorite assets to own in this portfolio that I want to have the largest weight are VTI, VYM, SCHD, JEPQ, and JEPE, right? Those are some of my biggest funds that I want to have in here. And then I trickle in a little bit of other ones there. So that's the plan for this week. Of course, next week we will hit it again. We will buy more stocks together and we will increase our passive income. But thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and happy investing. Catch you next week.